friends, it's Amanda. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about what I like to call the basics of personal finance. And what those are is really 5 things that I feel are very important for you to do, especially when you're starting out and you are saying, okay, I want to start budgeting, I want to start paying off debt, I am sick of living paycheck to paycheck, I want to do things differently. Then I say, great, here are the things that you have to do and continue to do so that you can make progress and be able to keep that progress. Okay, so the first one is, if you've watched any of my videos, this won't be a surprise to you, it's to create a zero-based budget every month. So if you go back onto my other videos, I talk about this a lot on here. I have a video that tells you what a zero-based budget is. I talk about it more over on my blog. So there should be resources if you need help with this. But basically, it's listing your income minus all of your expenses should be 0. That way you're planning for where every dollar is going before you even get that paycheck in. So that's number 1. Number 2 is to cut up and close your credit cards. So this is because you don't want to go back into debt. If you're paying off debt and you're making progress, then you don't even want to have that temptation to use the credit cards again. Just cut them up and close them so that it's not even an option for you. So just do it. Trust me, you don't want to even have the temptation. Just cut them up and close them. Number 3 is to agree to no more consumer debt ever for anything at all. Never ever. And what I mean by consumer debt is really any debt other than your house. Your house is the only debt that I won't yell at you about. But if it's a home equity loan, student loans, a car loan, of course credit cards, medical debt, any of that stuff, you just need to make sure that you are getting that out of your life and agree to never going back into debt for those things. And some of you might say, medical debt, how can you avoid that? I talk about, as you work through this plan, making sure that you have an emergency savings. And so that would be what that would go for, is you would have, if something big medically happened, you would have your emergency savings that you could tap into so that way you could pay off those bills. Okay, so then now, what are we on? 1, 2, 3, 4. Switch to the cash system. So I have videos about this also on my YouTube channel here, and then also on my blog I have information. But basically just paying cash for stuff, especially those things that you tend to overspend on. Groceries, clothing, entertainment, there's more, but those kinds of things. Just switch to cash so that way you are more likely to stick to the budget. And then number 5 is have a budget meeting every week with your spouse. So I say Sunday nights. Sunday nights might not work for you, but the most important thing is just every week. This is especially important when you are just starting out. You guys need to come together and say, how did we do this week? What worked? What didn't work? What do we need to change? How are we doing on achieving our goals? All of those things, you just touch base. This isn't a day-long seminar. This is like a few minutes after you put the kids to bed, you just chat about it really quick, and you just pull up your budget and look at it compared to what you've spent, and have a conversation about that. And make any changes you need to make and that kind of thing. It's just, even if you're single, this is important to do by yourself or with your accountability partner. It's just good because this practice really helps you to not like go over here and create your budget and then go over here and do something totally different than what your budget says. No, your budget shouldn't be fictitious. It should be real life. Like once you create it, you have to live off of it. And so touching base every week will make sure that you are actually living within the guidelines that you set when you made the budget. So I hope this video helped you and encourages you to get started, or if you've already started down this path, then that's great. I hope this encourages you to keep going. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please click like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.